Welcome to My Dream Home with Joette Hinkle. On My Dream Home, we'll help you find your dream home or turn your house into the home of your dreams. Learn about the properties, products, and services that will make that dream a reality. Brought to you in part by Railyard, upscale urban offices for sophisticated professionals, and Patio Pools, local family fun since 1969.
Welcome to My Dream Home, where we help you find your dream home or introduce you to great local Tucson companies that can help you turn your house into the home of your dreams. On today's show, we have the Paint Kings. They'll show you that they are much more than just a fun commercial. Also on the show is always open and shut garage door service. They will show you how to beautify your garage door and add great curb appeal. But before we get into that, check out this dream home. Welcome to 18030 South Culp Road, Sahuarita, Arizona, 85629. The best awaits you in this energy-efficient 2x4 with slump block constructed home. The inviting open floor plan provides the ideal setting for entertaining or relaxing in front of the Kiva fireplace. This house has eye-catching altar cabinets and doors throughout. The master suite includes dual sink vanity, walk-in closet, spa shower, and jetted tub. 2 guest bedrooms in addition to a spacious attached casita provides flexible living arrangements. The casita has a separate entrance, wheelchair adapted with a very large closet and storage space. There's also an additional building with 144 square feet of storage and 144 square feet of workshop. Other features include vaulted ceilings, fans, and attic space. There's also state land across the road. A beautiful outdoor fire pit is surrounded by rock seating. Enjoy the amazing sunset, mountain views, and natural surroundings. This house is listed at $338,000. For more information, call Joette Schenck at 520-260-9224 or go to our website at joetteshank.com. I'm excited to welcome to the show Eddie O'Hare, President of Paint Kings. Thank you for being on the show.
Hey, thanks, Jody. Thanks for having me.
Now, everybody at home, I'm sure, has seen your commercial. I love your commercial. You know, it's a lot of fun, and it's one of those things that it gets playing in your head over and over again. I'm sure it happened to you, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's the people always laugh that they either want to punch us in the face or dance along with us, but either way, they remember us.
Now, you guys are really a success story when it comes to Tucson. You were born and raised here in Tucson. Just, you know, during the time that you've been running the company, you've been able to grow it and see that prosperity here in Tucson. What's it been like to do that in your hometown?
Well, I'm one of the few born and raised here in Tucson, so we've got to stick together, the few of us out there. But it's a tremendous pride to be able to run, you know, a successful company in town. And you know, we hear this all the time about contractors. They never answer the phones. They never show up and do what they say they're going to do. And that at its core is what we do. We haven't reinvented the wheel. You give us a call, a live person is going to answer the phone. You're not going to leave a message and somebody's going to try to get back to you. Somebody's going to answer the phone, and they're going to be polite. And then we're going to schedule something, and we're going to show up. And when the work is scheduled, we're going to show up and do that, and we're going to, you know, very schedule conscious. Right. And believe it or not, sometimes we mess up. And when we mess up, we fix it with a smile. Yeah. And people are absolutely shocked and floored by this, because most people don't do that this day and age.
A lot of people don't own up to it.
We stand behind everything we do. Every one of our projects comes with a 2-year material and workmanship warranty.
For the people at home that maybe don't have an idea how affordable you guys are, can you give them an idea of what, you know, an estimation might be for a few rooms or something like that?
People are shocked at how affordable it is to have their house painted by us. They typically will go down to the box store, big box store, and see how much paint is, and you know, then they figure calling us, it's just not going to be affordable to them. You know, one of our most popular jobs to do is, you know, painting an outside of their house. For a lot of people, that's really intimidating.
Oh, it is.
You know, between the ladders, the heat, the equipment,
the stucco.
And just for, you know, reference sake, you know, the average typical 1-story Tucson stucco home, we can, you know, get paint jobs for your budget starting in the $1,000 range.
Really?
And people are floored by that.
I'm floored by that.
There you go. But you know, because of our purchasing power, we're the largest painting contractor in the Southwest United States. We buy millions of dollars of the paint, and we pass that purchasing power along to our customers. Really? Something that you would go and pay, you know, $40 to $50 for retail, you know, we can get that for 30 cents on the dollar for the paint. So if you were to walk into the big box store and buy the paint for a project like that, it would cost you $700 or $800 for the paint.
Definitely.
Then you'd have to buy the ladders. Then you'd have to buy the spray equipment. Then you'd have to do it. So it's going to take you a month of your weekends for something for in the $1,000 range. We can come and get done in a day or two, and again, you don't have to worry about it.
And on top of that, you guys are professionals. I'm sure after I go out and buy all that equipment, the paint and everything else, it's not going to look anywhere as good as what you guys do, because you do this every day.
We're licensed, bonded, and insured, and that's really important, because let's just say if you fall and hurt yourself, you're going to have to sue yourself for your medical bills. Or let's just say you hire somebody who's unlicensed, they fall and hurt themselves.
They're
you know
suing
who
you.
they sue? They're suing you as well. We're licensed and bonded and insured, so any of our employees, if they were to get hurt on that, you know, we're liable for it. We have the insurance to take care of. Make sure they get the proper coverage for that. Also, more importantly, all of our employees work for us.
Right.
Some other paint companies in town, they subcontract out their workers,
Sure.
which basically means is they get a job, then they go find some guys to go do the job.
I feel more secure having you guys come to my house, because if they're working directly for your company, I'm sure you check these guys out.
All of our employees, we e-verify them.
Okay.
They speak English. We have a drug program in place. We take it very seriously. It's an honor to come work for our company.
Sure.
And all of our team members, and they're team members, they're not employees.
Right.
All of our team members, you know, feel proud to work at Paint Kings.
Yeah.
And they should. We're a great, you know, great place to work with, and that shows to our customers. They love dealing with our guys.
The folks at home, you know, that need to get some work done, whether it be the exterior or interior of their house or business, whatever the case might be, how can they contact you?
Well, the easiest way, again, would be go to our website at www.paintkings.com.
All right.
Or if you would like to talk to somebody, give us a call at 520-322-5181. Either way, after you email, if you go that route,
Sure.
we're going to give you a call probably within 10 to 15 minutes anyways.
Yeah.
So whatever's easiest for you.
Seems like you guys are really on top of customer service.
That's our #1 goal.
Excellent. So call the Paint Kings and have them come out and help beautify your home. Thanks again for being on the show.
Hey, pleasure, Jody.
Hi, my name is Paul McKee from Wilson Audio, and today we're going to talk about receivers. Receivers are kind of the heart and soul of your stereo system, your home theater system. It's what's going to provide the power to the speakers. It's what's going to send the right sounds to the right speaker. When you're looking at receivers, it's important to match the receiver with the speakers you're getting. You want to make sure that the receiver has enough power to drive the speakers properly. Don't worry too much about the specifications. In all honesty, most specifications are not done in real world settings. Easy way to tell if an amplifier has power or not is very, very simple. Pick it up. If it doesn't have a large power supply, it can't generate the power to drive your speakers properly. So buy by weight. See how heavy the unit is, and if it doesn't have a lot of weight behind it, it's not going to drive your speakers properly. We tend to gravitate towards the NAD receivers at Wilson Audio. The simple reason being, one of the big issues we have with modern day receivers is how fast the industry is changing. The main hookup or the main connection that's being used these days is HDMI. Problem with HDMI is it's constantly changing. We sell a lot of receivers to people who bought receivers maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago, and they're in replacing that receiver, even though their unit works and sounds great, it just doesn't have the toys, it doesn't have the connections that they're looking for. One of the beautiful things about the NAD design is it's completely modular. The HDMI board on the NAD receivers can be exchanged as HDMI changes. Right now, for example, a lot of receivers are doing HDMI 2.0, which is what we need for current 4K or ultra high definition TVs. We have a new format of Blu-ray coming out called ultra high definition Blu-ray. It's going to require an HDMI greater than 2.0. So if you have a receiver now that will do 2.0, when this Blu-ray player comes out, you're going to be antiquated. Well, with the NAD, it's a simple case of pulling out a couple of screws, sliding a board out, sliding the new 2.3, 2.4, whatever it's going to be at that point in time, board into it, and you're completely updated. So now you don't have to change your receiver out every time HDMI changes. In this particular case, here's the HDMI board right here. If you need to change it, it's simply pull out 4 screws. This entire board slides out, you get a new one and put it in. In this particular case too, all these other boards are interchangeable as well. For example, no one is using component video, or very few people are using component video anymore. So as things change, you'll be able to pull out this board and slide in a new board for streaming or some of the other things that are coming out in the near future. So come on down to Wilson Audio at 5740 East Broadway and take a look, take a listen, and don't forget to bring your CDs with you.
My Dream Home is brought to you by Patio Pools, local family fun since 1969.
Patio Pools and Spas has several ways to enhance your backyard experience, from building custom in-ground pools and spas, hot tubs, pool cleaning and service, a complete renovations department, and 5 area retail stores to serve you. Patio Pools carries only top quality products like the BioGuard line of chemicals, top name brand swimwear, patio furniture, therapeutic hot tubs, and all your pool equipment needs. Call 886-POOL or go to patiopoolsaz.com for a location near you.
Nothing beats swimming in our patio pool.
A BioGuard Platinum dealer.
Hi, my name's Craig Decker. I'm one of the pool cleaning supervisors for Patio Pools and Spas. This would be the first step that you do when you get to a pool. You would test the water chemistry to find out where your chlorine's at, where your pH is at, and where your total alkalinity is at. This will tell you what your pool needs in order to maintain a clear and blue pool. The biggest concern when it comes to a pool would be your sanitizer level. In order to be comfortable in a pool, your pH level would be another big concern for your pool. As long as your sanitizer and your pH are in line, your pool is going to be nice to swim in. If those two get off, your pool will not be nice to swim in. In Tucson, the biggest thing that I would say would be the hardest thing to keep up a pool would be the chemistry, such as your, summer to winter change, your monsoon seasons and stuff like that. Your chlorine demand is basically what you want to make sure that you have met. Otherwise, that's where your pool starts to turn. You get yellow algae, black algae, green pools. In order to stay on top of your chemicals, if you have questions about chemistry and where chemistry's at, which most customers do, it's always easier to take a water sample into one of our local stores and they'll do a free computer-sized water analysis on it and give you a rundown of where your chemistry's at. After the homeowner gets done checking his chemistry, or the professional that is out on site checking his chemistry, they will know what the pool needs in order to stay in line. I have a mixed variety of chemicals here which would keep the pool in line, such as your balance packs. Your balance packs, this one is going to be to keep the alkalinity up if the alkalinity is low, such as your pH increaser, the pH is low. Clarifier, if the water's cloudy and you can't seem to get it filtered out, this is basically a coagulant that takes all the real small particles, clumps them together so the filter can catch it. Your shocks, if your pool needs shocked, because the chlorine's going to break down the bacteria and algae, what it's not going to break down to the body oil, skin cells, and sweat. That's what the shock's going to break down. Your normal chlorine tabs to find out how many the pool actually needs, depending on type of season and stuff like that. And the 2 big boxes that are in the back here. This right here is liquid chlorine, in case you need to take your chlorine up quickly because you have no count of chlorine into your pool. And your acids, if your pH runs high because of rain. At Patio Pools, we strive to be the leader in the industry. We in our interview processes, we do background checks, drug screening, driving records. We do everything for every employee that is on site. So with Patio Pools, when there's an employee on site, you don't have to worry about being scared about anything. With Patio Pools, you get a turnkey system. They have all their own in-house crews, from their electricians to the gunnites to their excavation to their pool cleaning to their service to everything. It's the only place in town that has all their own crews that specialize in everything specifically. So if you're a pool owner at your own house and you have questions about anything pool related, from your pumps to your filter to your water chemistry or anything like that, easiest thing to do is give Patio Pools a call, 886-1211. And the operator will transfer you to the correct person to make sure that the issue gets taken care of.
We're out on location with Gilbert Rodriguez. Thanks for being on the show.
Hey, how are you? Thanks for
excellent.
having us.
Yeah, we love having you guys on the show. Now, we were at a beautiful job that you guys did. Tell us about this. I mean, it's a beautiful concrete work that you did here.
Yeah, I was called out here by the customers here at the house, and they just had gray slab concrete cement with a beautiful pool. So I came up with the idea of doing perimeter scores around it and light colors, and with a little tan, and which you'll be able to see in a little bit. And they came out beautiful. This is one of my best pools that I've done that I really like.
Now, it definitely is beautiful, and it really takes the pool to the next level. I mean, you were able to put together the design. Is that something that you do a lot, is help families with their designs?
It's every day. I help them out to decorate showers, vanity countertops, indoors, outdoors, pools, been doing it so long that it's just part of me, where I can go in the house and bring everything together. And that's exactly what I did to this house.
And the thing I really like about it is the little touches, like the nice little arches, like in the corners. Like if we look at this patio here, we see where all of the arches of the little sections make almost a little kind of oval in the middle. And it's really a nice decorative touch. And it really pulls it all together. So the people at home that are worried about doing this because they don't have a designer, they can't afford a designer, and they're just not sure what to do, the best thing is for them to call you, right?
Yeah, we'll come out and give them a free estimate, measure it. I look at their yard and see what they have versus rock and walls and color and furniture. All that becomes part of the decorating part. And it's just something that's easy for me to do.
Right.
And at no other expense. We just take care of it, we do it.
So for the folks at home that want to, get in contact with you, what's the best way?
Just feel free to call the office, 295-1818. We got 4 estimators all over town, and just set up an appointment. It's free appointment, free estimate, and then we do have a really beautiful showroom. You're all invited to come down. And
awesome. Well, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
Welcome to Rail Yard. My name is Phil Perry. It's to provide a place for creative people to have a home, to either office or work or both, to play. Maybe we've got a lot of ideas for Rail Yard for after hours events, workshops, meetups, meetings. We have some fantastic places here to meet with people, to relax, to hold an event, to hold a meetup, and we believe in supporting creative people. That's what we're trying to do is be in the creative world with creative people. Build community, collaborate together. If you want to find out more about Rail Yard, go to www.railyardtucson.com or call me 520-284-2818. I'll be happy to book a tour and show you around, show you what we do, go over the stuff with you.
I'm really excited to welcome to the show Joette Schenck from Home Smart Pros. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you, Jody.
I have always been intrigued by real estate, and I know you have experience in real estate. What made you decide to get into it?
I've always loved homes. My father was in the military, so we moved about every 2 or 3 years, and I was never able to put my signature on my bedroom, or my mother wasn't able to do anything fun with the house. So at the age of 2 or 3, I wanted my own house, and that's never left me. I've always loved homes.
When people come to you and they're looking for a certain type of house, they have something in their mind. Is that one of the difficult things about being a real estate agent, is taking somebody's dreams and what their concept of what a house should look like and the price point and mix that with reality?
It can be. Sometimes it takes dozens of homes for the client to get to the point where they understand that they're not going to get everything on their bucket list. But it's my job to find as many of those features and at the price point that they can afford as possible.
What is this market like as far as when it comes to real estate?
It's eclectic. We have the Sam Hughes neighborhood, which is fabulous. Reminds me a lot of where I come from in Willow Glen, California. Okay. It's part of San Jose, and just really, I like the old charm of the homes. And then we've got, the gorgeous new builds that are 3,000 and 4,000 square feet. So I love the market. There's something for everybody here.
So for the folks at home that would love the opportunity to reach out to you and either buy and sell their home, what is the best way to do that?
Give me a call at 520-260-9224, or check out my website at joetteshank.com.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for being on the show.
My pleasure. Thank you, Jody.
I'm really happy to welcome to the show Mitch Cusalito from Always Open and Shut Garage Door Service. Thank you for being on the show.
Thanks for having me, Jody.
Now, I know one of the things that the people can do at home to improve the look of their home, the value of their home, is to replace their garage doors.
Absolutely.
So you've been doing this quite a while. You guys have been in business since what, 2002?
Exactly.
And tell me, during that time period, you've seen a lot of changes. What is, some things that the audience should keep in mind when they're thinking about replacing the garage doors?
I think the biggest changes that have happened over the last 10 plus years is the garage door opener.
Okay.
They've really advanced in technology, and they've gone from just simply opening and closing your door to now you can use your smartphone to open and close your door. You can turn your lights on and off.
Okay.
So basically you've got everything in the palm of your hand now with the garage door opener.
Isn't that something that we've used, this technology that we used to only use to talk on the phone and call people? Now we're using it to run all of our devices, including our garage doors.
Welcome to the future.
Exactly. As the people at home can see right on the screen right now, we're showing them some of your garage doors. I love the look. It's really rustic. That rustic look really adds to our home.
Absolutely.
What are the other things that people should think about? I know that maintenance is important on garage doors. It's something to keep up with. I know I've had a lot of springs break and things like that. Is that something that people should do every once in a while, is pay attention to those things?
Maintenance on the garage door is really, really important.
Okay.
If you think about it this way, and this is what I tell my customers, you maintain your car every 3,000 miles.
Sure.
Which doesn't do you a lot of good if you can't get out of your garage.
Right.
So what I tell people is to have your garage maintained minimally once a year.
Once a year.
And what we do is we come out and we lubricate all the essential lubrication points on your garage door: rollers, hinges, springs.
Okay.
We check all the safety features to make sure that those are running correctly, and then we just make sure that everything's running right. Balance your door to make sure that it's not too heavy, and it also saves the life of the garage door opener as well.
Now, the other thing that these garage doors do is they add value to homes, whether you're just making your home into your dream home, it's adding that extra element, or if you're looking to put your house on the market, I'm sure curb appeal is really important.
Curb appeal is very important, Jody, and what we have to remember is that garage door is 40% of your home.
Sure.
So you want it to look nice and you want it to look good.
I know that in these photos we've looked at a lot of the rustic look that you guys have. Do you have other looks as well? I'm sure with Pello they give you a lot of options.
Absolutely. We do have a wood grain look with 3 different types of wood grain. We have oak, mahogany, and walnut.
All right.
And what it is it's on actually a 24 gauge steel door, but it's got the dual directional wood grain to make it look like the actual wood.
I think a lot of people don't really have an idea. They know that I want to replace my garage doors, and I know that there's a lot of options out there, but a lot of people probably think it's out of their price range. What's the entry point?
The entry point for our garage door is $725.
$725?
That's installed, and we remove and haul your old garage door away.
I personally would have thought that it was at least twice that.
Right.
But it is actually very affordable to make these changes and make big impacts on your home.
Absolutely.
Okay.
If you want to go higher, you can go up to $10,000 if you'd like.
Depending on what your budget is, and depending on what the look is, you have something for everybody.
Absolutely.
So for the folks at home that want to add some more curb appeal, what's the best way for them to contact you?
They can either call us at 520-808-4641.
Okay.
Visit our website at alwaysopenandshut.com, or they can come in and take a look at our garage doors at 4500 East Speedway, Suite 95.
Well, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks, Jody, for having me. I really appreciate it.
Hi, I'm Joette Schenck with HomeSmart Pros Real Estate. I think one of the most important things that buyers and sellers, and quite honestly anybody who lives in a dwelling, should know about is the buyer advisory. It's put together by the Arizona Association of Realtors. It has an incredible amount of information in it. So even if a renter wants to know about their area that they're moving into, this document provides incredible levels of information. You can find out what the soil quality is, figure out if you're in the commercial or military flying range. You can determine how you should protect the pool if you have children. It also includes information about crimes in the area. I think, like I said, anybody living in a dwelling should have this information. And again, it's readily available by any real estate agent, but if you'd like me to send you a copy, just contact me at 520-260-9224 or send me an email to joette@homesmartpros.com. Stay tuned. After these messages, you'll hear from Jody and Nova Home Loans.
My Dream Home is brought to you by Railyard, upscale urban offices for sophisticated professionals.
Paint Kings will paint for you. Inside, outside, old house or new. Paint Kings, free estimates. Licensed, bonded, and insurance. Paint Kings, we're Tucson's pro. You'll love our prices because they're low, low, low. Paint Kings.
Very happy to welcome to the show Vice President and Senior Loan Officer Ian Brandon. Thank you for being on the show.
Thanks for having me, Jody.
I always learn something when you're on the show. And I know today we're going to be talking about credit. And tell me about that. What are some of the thoughts on credit?
Well, credit's kind of one of those sensitive things, you know. If you have good credit, you know, it's easy to talk about. But if you're at marginal credit, or if you're not sure where you're at, you know, it's kind of protective. It's something that it's uncomfortable for someone to talk about,
right?
Especially with someone that you're looking to get money from, you know, to buy a house, to buy a car. If you want any type of financing, you need to know what your credit looks like.
Right.
So it's a good idea to at least pull your credit once a year and have an idea of what's on your credit. But nonetheless, seek guidance in the people that are, you know, helping you to get a home loan.
Right.
To get your credit where it needs to be.
Sometimes the credit reports are wrong, right? Sometimes there are things on there that may have been cleared up or wasn't really what happened. And if people don't know exactly what's on their credit report, they can't address it and fix that.
Yeah, and moreover, Nova Home Loans has a program that we call Home on the Horizon.
Okay.
It's a free credit counseling department that assists clients with things that, you know, may be incorrect on their credit report. So we can assist clients at no charge to help them correct items that are maybe mistaken or erroneous, and get their credit score up to where it needs to be so that they can purchase a home down the road. One of the easiest tricks is amount owed. There's another 30% of your score is based on how much credit you owe compared to what your limit is.
Is there a score that you guys look at to say, okay, we're ready to move forward instead of ready to do repair?
Sure. For myself, I like to see the credit score above 550. And I know that sounds kind of low.
Right.
But we can start lending at 580.
Okay.
So if someone's at a 550, they're not too far away from being eligible for financing down the road.
See, I had no idea, and I'm sure the audience didn't either.
Yeah, 580 is the minimum credit score for FHA financing.
Interesting.
And at 580, I've actually approved someone for a home loan with 20% down, but nonetheless, they had the ability to purchase with a 580 credit score. Now, I'd like to see them closer to 600 because the terms get better.
Sure.
They didn't need 20% at 600 credit score. 620, even better interest rates. And then at 640, you really start to get down payment assistance, so you could really get 100% financing with a 640 credit score.
Well, for the folks at home that want to take that next step, reach out to you, see what they qualify for, and start the process, what's the best way for them to contact you?
The best way is to give me a call. My phone number at the office is 520-577-4761, and they can always look on my website, www.ianbrandongroup.com, and reach me there.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Jay.
Thank you for joining us today. Remember, if you missed any part of today's show, or you just want to watch it again, go to mydreamhometv.com. I'm Joette Schenck, and I look forward to seeing you again next Sunday at 8 a.m. right here on ABC KGUN 9.